Alrighty, I am in the city of Urbana. Wow, they do have their block diagram out here. Real good. It's raining outside, I had to run in here. They do have their organizational chart. They are in compliance with the portion. A single portion. But now let's see if they have further compliance. Nice little city here. Council chambers. Look at that guy's hair. Look who they got up there. Macon. Look at his hair though. Looks like Dennis Rodman. Police window. There's a city clerk. Community development. Police department. Summary. Alrighty. Look at that lady pointing fingers over there. There's somebody recording. Somebody's recording in here. Let's check with the clerk though. They do have a block diagram at the front, but let me see if they know where it is. Alrighty. These are all the public records. Hello. Block diagram giving its functional subdivisions. Where's that posted?
The what?
Block diagram giving its functional subdivisions. Here, let me put section 4. Who's the current acting FOIA officer?
That's Mr. Ross McNeil.
Is he presently available to speak to?
His office is upstairs. I can call and see if he's at his desk. He might be working remotely though. We do still have some hybrid.
Sure.
But I can see if he's available to come down.
Section 4 of the FOIA Act.
Sure.
Is the city clerk Phyllis? He is also the FOIA officer?
No, Phyllis Clark is not the FOIA officer. We do have, just because our office is on the main floor, we do have our FOIA forms here.
Okay.
So this is the counter where folks file.
Yep.
But the FOIA officer is actually Ross McNeil.
What's going on in the council chamber?
That is I think it's the Arts and Culture Commission meeting right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Arts and Culture Commission meeting of the city of Urbana?
Yes, it's one of our boards and commissions. We've got a number.
So is that like the city staff, or is that community is members as well?
I don't believe there are any staff members.
Oh, community.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a staff member who prepares like their materials and assists, but the members of the commission are all entirely appointed community members.
Okay. The block diagram giving its functional subdivisions. Are you familiar with what that is?
No, I'm not.
That is an organizational chart. I did see that displayed at the front.
Yeah. The north vestibule.
So that is. I did also see a short summary of its purpose of this municipality's first purpose on the wall.
Yeah.
So operating budget. Where's that at?
So our budget books, this bookshelf right over here.
Yeah. Oh, it's within there. Okay.
Yeah, there should be a copy of the budget book there.
Yes.
Those are the records for public inspection. So
Yeah, those are readily available.
yeah, so if something is placed on file for like 30 days ahead of something like the budget, it's on that bookshelf.
Sure. And then I guess the last question here, ma'am, if the FOIA officer is available to speak to?
Yeah, I can call and ask him.
Please, thank
Sure,
you. Thanks.
Of course.
That employee is on YouTube. Look, he's watching music videos, circling in his chair. Let me see the records they do have readily available here. Here it is, annual budget. Let's locate their organizational chart in here. Well, it is on the front wall. So I gotta put my phone down for a minute. Let's see what this guy's talking about. So waiting here for the clerk to come around and assist. Fire chief?
Deputy Fire Chief.
Oh, you are a domestic hero.
Yes. For Public Works, do I just leave this over here?
Yeah, in the internal, since it's internal, you can put it in the Public Works Department inbox, which is the bottom right.
Thank you.
And Mr. Rasmussen is coming downstairs, so he
Thank
is
you so
in the
much.
building today. Of course.
Deputy Chief, I wanted to ask, is the FOIA officer for the fire department? Well, I could put the FOIA request for fire records through the city.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
all
Yeah, and
FOIA
it all
requests-
filters to.
Filter through,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Forward it over.
Yeah, so
Thank you,
all
sir.
requests, originally.
I wanted to inspect, what I wanted to really inspect is, you know, the switches on the side of the fire truck. I wanted to take, you know, maybe set up an appointment or something to go over those things. Because what's defined as a public record is regardless of physical form or characteristics.
Okay, that's
Yep.
definitely something that we can work through with Ross McNeil because we don't accept verbal FOIA requests.
No, yeah,
They have to be
in writing, yep.
And so it'll be forwarded from Ross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the fire staff, when there's some time, they could show me some of those
Like the equipment.
yeah, on the side of the truck, the gauges and all that stuff. I find that interesting, you know. So,
Sure.
thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. Have a great day.
Likewise.
Yeah, but Ross will be downstairs momentarily.
Thank you so much. What was your first name?
My name is Darcy.
You've been a great help. I am recording audio and video. The people that will see this video, they would love your attitude and probably tell you to promote you from your job now up to city clerk.
Well, I'm the deputy city clerk.
Okay.
Our whole purpose is to be here as the face to
Yeah.
answer and respond to questions.
And clerk to begin with, then we're gonna promote you up to city manager, if not mayor.
I don't know that I want that job.
And if you keep up the good work, governor. And if you keep up the good work, president.
Hopefully ambitious.
Yep, No, but yeah.
Shortly.
for sure. Thank you so
Is there
much.
anything else I can help you with in the meantime?
No, that's all. I believe that's the gentleman here.
Yeah. Hi, Ross.
Oh,
Okay.
how's it going?
All right, what's up?
You are the current acting
Are you
FOIA.
recording me?
Yes, I am.
Would you
Audio
like
and
to
video.
tell me that before you start recording me?
I am. I did mention it. Monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. You do have a current completed training certificate for FOIA, sir?
I do.
Yep. You know that a member of on Clock Dime is a walking, talking public record. Anyhow, sir, I wanted to inspect the FOIA log.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have that readily available?
It's on the computer.
Yep. In the same format that it is maintained.
Yeah, in an Excel spreadsheet.
I noticed that you're compliant with Section 4 of the FOIA Act, a block diagram giving us functional subdivisions that's prominently displayed. The organizational chart,
Okay.
the operating budget was right here, that's displayed as well,
Okay.
and everything else. You know, I wanted to tell you as a reminder that that's great work, that you do have Section 4 in compliance. But the FOIA log now, you do maintain a FOIA log electronic.
hmm
How about the walk-ins that you received in the past 5-6 years?
What about them?
Those are hard copy.
Yes.
Yep, that's what I'd like to inspect.
You want to inspect the actual records?
Yep.
Would you like to submit a FOIA request to inspect
Yeah,
them?
yeah, because it's late in the day,
Sure.
and I might have to sit here for a few hours to look through the books. I'll go ahead and put it in writing, sir.
hmm
And I'll go ahead and forward it over. I'm gonna go ahead and put my FOIA request via email, ma'am.
Okay.
You did give me the contact information. Do you have a business card with you, sir?
No, I don't have business
But I
cards.
can write down your stuff from there.
Sure.
Thanks. Yeah, and that about
My
it.
information's on the website as well. So
Yeah,
on
yeah.
our FOIA page.
Well, Section 4 of the FOIA Act specifies a public body that maintains a website shall also post this information on its website.
Which information?
The block diagram, the organizational chart, Section 3.5, and also 5. Each public body shall maintain and make available for inspection and copying a reasonably current list of all types or categories of records under its control.
Yeah, and I think we might be a little tardy on that one. I know, I mean, if you go to our FOIA page, I think it's not as organized under
Yeah.
it's not on the FOIA page.
Also, section 3.5.
I mean, we have as part of records retention policies, the city.
5 years?
I'm sorry?
5-year retention period?
It depends on what document you're talking about.
FOIA, in general.
I honestly don't
Do you
know.
request-
I would have to
Yeah.
look at our records retention policies to know what the actual retention periods
Do
are.
you request permission from the state to dispose of any records?
Of course.
Yeah. So section 3.5, my man, specifies freedom of information officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request.
Okay.
So it does say freedom of information officers shall develop a list. Do you have that list?
That's one thing. Like I said, that's one of those things that's on my to-do list, but it hasn't
Okay.
been done yet.
I think all those books on that shelf would be on that list.
That's very possible.
Yeah, because they are readily available.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
Ross's name, his
Mhm.
email address, his direct line, and then also urbanaillinois.us/FOIA. That is the website on the city's page.
The online portal, yeah.
Yeah.
I will put my request in writing via email,
Sure.
maybe tomorrow or someday.
Okay.
I also did mention to the young lady here when the deputy chief fire was here, I'd like to put a request to inspect some bells and whistles on the truck, the fire truck.
That's between you and the fire department.
Yeah, I'll put it in writing. And you could forward it over to the fire department?
That's not FOIA. You're asking to inspect things, not records.
No, records is defined under 3C of the FOIA Act as regardless of physical form or characteristics in the
Inspecting
possession of.
bells and whistles on a truck are not a record. If you would like to contact the fire department to inspect their equipment, you're
Yeah.
welcome to. That's not
Yeah.
part of FOIA.
Well, I'll tell you what, my ma'am, I will put it in writing because it does specify under the record section, my interpretation that is a record because it says again, in the possession of, in the custody of, here it is right here. Public records means all reports, yada yada, and all information pertaining to the transaction of public business regardless of physical form or characteristics having been prepared by or for or having been or been used by. So having been or being used by.
Yeah.
So
A bell is not a record. A bell is a physical object.
yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying. But you know, the bells and the gauges have reports on them as well.
I don't know that, but you're welcome to submit a request and we can
Yeah,
find
yeah,
out
for
what
sure.
they have.
We'll take it step by step. I'll fill out the FOIA request and wait for a response language. And I'm all set for today. The FOIA training in the Illinois Public Access Counselor,
Mhm.
you do have, like, it's the one that you have is current for 2023? Perfect. Anyhow, my man, I'm all set for today. I will put my request in writing and wait for 5 days of compliance response. Did you care about the filming or what was that?
It's annoying.
How so? You are representing the public trust, sir. You are honest and forthcoming.
I'm not denying that. I personally feel it's an invasion of my personal privacy to record me.
Okay.
I
Section.
recognize. No, I'm not arguing with you, dude.
Yeah, no.
I recognize.
Me
I am a
either.
city employee, and you have every
Yeah.
right to record me. That doesn't mean I don't get
Yeah.
to be annoyed by it.
Right, no, you're right, but it's not an invasion of an employee's privacy because Section E of the FOIA Act specifies.
I can have my personal opinion
Yeah.
about whether I feel you are violating my personal privacy. Does not mean
If it's true or not.
well, what's true.
Yep. Because under 7, I don't have exemptions here, but under 7 of the FOIA Act,
I'm
7E.
perfectly aware that I'm a public employee, and you are welcome to take my picture while I'm standing in this building. That doesn't mean that I can't be annoyed by it.
Oh no, definitely.
Whether or not I'm
Yeah.
annoyed has
Yeah.
nothing to do with your right to annoy me. You have every right to annoy me to your heart's content.
No, that's not my intention, sir. My intentions was verifying if you are in compliance with Section 4 of the FOIA Act, which this
I understand that,
municipality
but
is.
you asked me a question.
Yeah.
You asked me why I was reacting to your camera, and I'm honestly answering you. I'm not telling you you can't. I'm not telling you you shouldn't. I'm answering your question as to why I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I mean, you do have that opinion if you like, but it's not an invasion of privacy. That's where you're wrong at.
I feel it's an invasion of my privacy. I understand what the state law says.
Right.
I'm not telling
State
you.
law says it's not.
The state law says that you have the right to film me.
Record public employees in the official course of their duty.
Absolutely.
Yep. Because it's about,
I have
again,
the right
honesty.
to be annoyed by it, and I have the right to believe that you are violating my privacy.
You do have that right, my man. It's called freedom of speech. But
Exactly.
I
That's my
thank you for
point.
your potential assistance here today. And I will be waiting 5 days of compliance for the FOIA request. You have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty. Well, anyhow, this is the. Oh, here's the business card actually. Phyllis D. Clark. No, that's the village clerk. Okay. So anyhow, he does have freedom of speech. He has that ability to.
Taxes.
Well, I'm all set, ma'am. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Yep.
Thank you.
So that's how that goes. Here you go. And well, you guys know what to do. Check it out. And the thing about it is, we need compliance. Not only let's go here for a minute. We need compliance. Yeah, he has the right to show.
I would say this event was a massive undertaking, and we have learned so much about how to improve and streamline future pro shows. We've also created connections that will make so many of our future endeavors both easier and more enriched, thereby hopefully better enriching the community as we continue in our mission to cultivate a vibrant design culture in Champaign-Urbana, and the surrounding area.
Congratulations. Do you have any questions before you step away? Thank you so much. Our next presentation is Love Sucks, Art and Love with Rachel Pasuto and Danny Yerkes.
Okay. So anyhow, I believe the that FOIA officer contradicted himself, because he says he feels that it's an invasion of privacy. Yeah, sure, he could feel that way, but when you break it down to the code, it does not apply. And then he started getting louder and louder, escalating the things. Well, you guys see it all. You guys know what to do to go ahead and discharge your comments in the comment section. It is always your favorite auditor, audit them, the one who encourages you to audit all them that you love.